Hi, I'm Claire and this is my husband Nick. We met in an online chat room in 2001 and ended up getting married in 2006. We're a fairly normal, hard-working couple who love travelling and enjoying a drink or two. In early 2020, we decided we wanted a whole new life-changing challenge. So we said goodbye to our jobs. We sold our Wiltshire farmhouse. We packed up our things and made the move to France. In early 2001, I went back to the UK to finalise our house sale and pick up my Aga. I was on Facebook on an Escape to the Chateau fan club page when I saw this advert. I messaged Nick the advert. Curiosity got the better of him and he went and arranged a viewing. With the instructions from me, I trust your judgment. If you think I'll like it, put in an offer. The offer was accepted and we finally got the keys on the 10th of June 2021. Join us and our dogs, Merlot and Flora, as we renovate our Maison de Maitre.
Well, it's a Monday morning here in the Charente Maritime. I would like to say it's lovely weather. Well, it's dry. I'm not at the Brico. Today's project is to get the first coat of render onto the wall here, onto the Gite. So let's get that mixer going, eh? Well, that is a mix of 1 part lime, 3 part sand, currently a dry mix, and then I'll add water and leave it mixing a long time. Well, in last week's video you would have seen me struggling with my air shovel, failing I think to spray the wall. It just didn't work very well, so a lot of you, thank you very much, commented that I should try and ask Dan from Escape to Rural France, which is another YouTube channel. So this guy, he's been doing it for a couple of years now and very talented, and has successfully used an air shovel on a few occasions I can remember. So I did, I sent him a message, and thank you very much, Dan, for the reply. He's confirmed that it needs to be a very wet mix. So well, you can probably hear it slopping around in the mixer behind me there. That's pretty wet. So well, let's see how it goes on the wall. Well, Dan makes it look a lot easier, or maybe he just edits out all the bits where it blocks up and he's got to shove a screwdriver in it or something like that. Or maybe I need to make the mix even wetter. It's already much wetter than I would have considered for putting on the wall here, but it's working, more to the point. Someone really must say something to Clare about cleaning her windows. They're disgusting, look at that. Anyway, I've got some edging beads that I want to put on around the window. But yeah, it's working, so thank you, Dan. Going okay, better than last time. The wet mix really helps. You've got to be careful, I've discovered. Any little chunk of muck or something, you know, something old off the wheelbarrow, off the mixer that gets in the mix, it just blocks up the jets really quickly. So I'm going to try and avoid that in the future. And it's getting the stuff on the wall, which is the main objective. But the problem I've had is that the hopper only likes firing out horizontally, not upwards, which with this building, if you look, there's a lot of overhang of the roof, which means that probably about the top 8-10 inches up there all the way along I'm sort of doing by hand, but that should be all right. Going on quite well elsewhere. Smoothing it down here a little bit, just Well, I'm quite pleased with how it's gone this morning. I've stepped away over here from the building because, well, it looks good from over here. It actually looks good close up as well, but yeah, making reasonable progress. So now it's just a case of getting the edging strips around the door fitted, same way as I did around the window this morning. Got another mix going, so and it's turning out to be a lovely day. Well, I don't know how Claire is going to edit that bit of film to make it look like I know what I'm doing and I'm good at it. Maybe this time it will work. I've stepped away for 10 minutes, got a new mix, new bit of beading. See how it goes. I've stepped away and that bit of trim has held firm. So that just goes to show you, if at first you don't succeed, try again. As long as there's enough daylight hours, obviously. And you don't worry about the saying that Einstein had, Anyway, that bit of trim is there. I better try and do the other side now. Well, I'm quite pleased with today's effort. I've got up to about here and saving myself the pleasure of around that window and finish off that wall tomorrow. So I've just got a bit of a tidy up. And that's with gloves on. So Lyme is really bad, as you know. So I've been wearing protective equipment, but it hasn't stopped little bits from going down my back. So this is going to be a quick tidy up and then in the shower. Look, I've been doing rendering.
It's an exciting day here in the Butcher household. I am in our side of the house in the kitchen area. Now, as you know, I'm not a lover of this kitchen. I've done the best I can to make it mine for a while, and I've been told by the powers that be, that I can hopefully expect my kitchen, not the Maison de Maison kitchen, my kitchen, next year. In the meantime though, however, it is time to say goodbye to something and hello to something new. So today, I am saying goodbye to the oven that came with the house. Now, it's done us really well, but having ovens before, I've just got this feeling that this is going to give out soon. So I'm in the process of giving this one final good scrub over before it either goes to oven heaven or I try and give it away to someone. So it's out, it's on the floor, but look at the size of this plug. Look at that. It's huge. So a few hours later, and it's in, and it's running, and look, it's got a window so you can see the food through it. The other one didn't have a date on it, and I've got no idea how old it was, but this one's got an A energy rating, and I think the other one must have been like G. Yeah, it's cheap and cheerful. It was €300, but it's just something to make my life a little bit more nicer until one day when I can finally have a nice kitchen again. Hey Flora. But in the meantime, you can see your chicken cooking.
Good morning, it's a chilly start to the day. I've got a mix on ready to start, so I'm going to finish the other half of this bit of wall with a first coat. And actually, yesterday's efforts, I've got to say, I'm quite happy with. A little bit patchy in a couple of areas, so but yeah, the edging seemed to still be on the wall for a start. Anyway, right, I'm going to go and have a coffee, let that mix work itself a bit longer, and then crack on. Right, well I finished getting it on the wall here. I've got some mix left over, so what I thought I'd do, I'd come round the other side of the building, through the gates, and where I had that little practice a couple of weeks ago now. I'm going to put some more on the wall there and see what kind of finish I can give that. Well, that is a more substantial coat on that doorway. Still not the finish that I'm hoping to get in the end. Might have to make up a different mix of smoother sand and lime to just give it a final finish. But it's looking better than it was. And I've used up the rest of that mix. So start getting tidied up for the day. Look at that. Okay, so first coat is on now. I've even scratched those diamonds in, so the second coat has got a good key to bond onto. Cleaned the windows off. I think when I do the final coat I'll try and tape them up a bit better. So it needs apparently at least 72 hours between coats, so that's it for a few days. Well, good morning.
Morning!
We've left the house. I have the sunglasses. We have the doggies.
Yay! Doggies!
We are off to the beach. Well, what's nice is all the oilseed rape is starting to come out. Hedgerows are starting to flower. And there's even a bit of blue sky up there, look. Whee! Well, the sky has turned a lovely shade of blue, apart from that black smoke that's coming up here. And the signs are saying there's some kind of protest on, so let's see what we find.
Helicopter!
Oh, a helicopter.
Oh, it's a real protest!
Go in the light. Oh, look, there. They set something on fire.
I wonder what the thing hanging from there.
It's protest. I think they're making it free today. Furniture. Free, thanks Macron. Well,
Peaceful. Peaceful protest.
Yes, how delightful.
And this is a lovely bridge, isn't it?
It is one of your favourite bridges.
It is one of my favourite bridges. Do love a good bridge.
So, there is the sea that way. And there's some that way, the port of La Rochelle, and off to the IIle de Re. Hello. Night, Flora. Night, Flora. How lovely. The sea is calm, the sun is out, the sky is blue, and a long way off in the distance will be Clare. Somewhere in there. Yeah, out that way. Well, that was a lovely trip to the beach with the dogs. They've had a good walk.
I had 2 lovely hours of beach combing for sea glass.
There we go. And we'll probably show you what that means. Oh, books. Did you like your beach trip, guys?
Who wants chug nugs? Who wants chicken nuggets?
Chicken nuggets?
Chicken nuggets! What time is it? What time is it? It's chicken nugget time!
Nug nug time.
Nug nug time!
One for you and one for you.
Nuggies!
Half for you. Good half.
Nuggies.
Flora. Oh dear, Flora. Might lose out to Merlot. You just did.
No, how could you do that? That's not fair. Oh, Floor.
Little gone.
Oh. This afternoon I am in the Gite for a change, and I've come in here to start sorting out the curtains. As you can see, a lot of the curtains drape on the floor. These were a rush before Christmas. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to spend some time and I'm going to take curtains up and go from there really. So it's time to take some measurements. There's 4 sets of curtains. There's 2 windows in the bedroom, 2 curtains. There's a door curtain and there's another set just in the living room. So, take measure time. All of the Gite curtains in the house, and I'm marking them ready to take them up. I've kind of been putting this job off, and it's not because I've not wanted to do it. The sewing part's really nice, but it's the marking them up part it takes time. So I am now 2 hours into doing this and I'm on set of curtains number 3 and I've got 1 more set to go. So it's not that bad, it's one of those things that takes time. Now I've got everything marked up and I'm ready to go. I'm going to start with the door curtain and I'm going to see how many I can get done today. I'm quite hopeful over this. Pretty darn straight. 1 down, 6 to go. So I'm here and I'm sewing away and I've done the door curtain and I've done the curtains in kind of like kitchenette dining area of the Gite, but I've just had an idea. So, yep, I spent ages marking out these curtains this morning, and the grey curtain fabric, it's really nice, don't get me wrong, but if I hold it up to the light, it can be quite see-through. I've just been here, sewing away, and I've just had this really great idea. We got these curtains new just before Christmas, off the rack, but they're a lot more heavy duty and they're blackout curtains. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the last 2 sets of curtains from the Gite into the washing machine, get rid of all of the marks, and use these curtains instead for the Gite, and put the grey curtains back up here. So it's like a curtain switcheroo, and I'll only have to take up one of these curtains, or one of these sets of curtains, because the other set is already the right size. So sometimes going back to the drawing board ain't too bad. A while later, all marked up and ready to go. Woohoo! All finished and done and ready to go back in the Gite. Yay! Ready for all of the curtains to go back up. I think you might like the curtain tie backs. Accents. Oh! Well, they definitely work as blackout curtains. Wow! Ta-da! And there we go, another little big job done. This week's flower update from a very windy front garden. I'm going to show you something that I've been up to for the last couple of weeks. Last year I tried to grow flowers and vegetables, and unfortunately it failed massively because Flora managed to jump up and eat the compostable seed trays with the seeds in. So this year I've gone one step further. I've put them on a shelf, I've planted everything, I've labelled everything, and it really does look lovely. Now, one of the reasons why I want to do this is because in summer, if you want salad, it's a 20-25 minute drive to the nearest shop and then back. So there's a little bit of saving fuel, saving money, and sometimes you just can't be bothered to go out for lettuce and tomatoes. So here is this year's effort so far. We've got some black sweet peas, we've got some purple sprouting broccoli. Tender stem broccoli is something that you don't really find in France. Basil, coriander, got some black pansies, they've not done anything yet. A couple of different types of tomato plants, some peppers. Here's another one that you don't really find in France, kale. Got some lovely mixed colours of trailing lobelia that are just starting to pop up. They have just been watered, so they are looking a bit damp. But the other thing that I found, which I thought, I saw this in a garden centre, I thought I've just got to give it a go just to try and grow it. Clitoria! And what a better place to grow your clitoria next to the morning glory. So in here we have clitoria, morning glory, giant sunflowers, parsley, chives, cornflower, which is apparently the flower of my husband's private school. We have basil, mixed salad, and some more lobelia and some more sweet peas as well. So we'll see how those go over the next few weeks. As I said, it's quite flora proof, so I'm hoping that nothing's going to happen this year.
Hi and welcome to Wine of the Week.
And today we actually have a wine, don't we?
It's a sparkling wine, but it's still wine.
And what do we have?
We have a bottle of Carver. So it's the same as basically French champagne, but made in Spain. So they can't call it champagne, they call it Carver. And well, I think we picked up a few bottles when we were there last year.
We did. There's still a few left, which is even more amazing.
Well, what a good week we've had. Lots of progress, so yeah, I'm enjoying the lighter evening and get a bit more work done now.
Yeah, I'm going to let you open this.
Right.
Okay, I'll take it from here.
Everyone's still alive. Animals.
Just.
Merlot, come here. Well, it's a little celebration for us on behalf of Merlot, because tomorrow he's 3.
Oh, he's growing up.
He's still acting like a 2-year-old, but we'll see. Ooh.
Lively. Oh.
Yes.
Do you want a flake in that, love? Well, here's to a good week. If you've enjoyed watching, please hit the like button, and if you've not already subscribed, please consider doing so.
You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram or Twitter,
or on our website at
www.theexpatbutchers.com.
Cheers.
Cheers. Happy birthday, Merlot.
Happy birthday, Merlot. Well, cheers for watching, and we will see you next week.
Bye.